On the tree of knowledge, I take off my shoes and lay my garment on a stone in the sun. That's when I notice a tree at the edge of the sandy path that led me here from the rocky promontory. My gaze drifts over the islands scattered like stepping stones before Tasmania in the sea and settles on the distant horizon. I climb the tree. It's perfectly suited for a better view of them. Its numerous branches provide support and places to lean everywhere. I place my feet securely on the fork of a protruding branch and brace myself with my hands on the trunk and a higher branch. I look out over the sea. A sense of connection flows through me. I perceive the beauty of the world and feel a deep gratitude for life. No sign of civilization in sight. Overwhelmed by the sacred sublimity of nature, I let my gaze wander over the Australian sky, which shines in 1,000 colors and is interwoven with golden threads. Above becomes below, and my spirit dives into the sky, falling deeper and deeper, losing itself in its multi-dimensional spheres. The feeling of extinguishing is the ultimate orgasm. My feet twitch, losing their grip. Instantly, I am one with my body, and before I fall, I manage to hold on to 2 branches. One moment I was in heaven, the next I am again a movement-impaired human ape, unable to stand upright on the tree. I sigh, squat on the fork of the branch, and let my feet dangle. I spot a larger island that I had previously overlooked and remember why I fled to the end of the world, to Australia. We go to work in the city to have a place where we can lock ourselves in and be alone with ourselves. We, naked apes, sit in our cages, without sun, without sky, never climbing a tree. We stare at screens all day and talk into devices, and in doing so, we unlearn the ability to really talk to each other. No wonder we're not happy in our cages, I thought to myself. Poor apes, a spiritual voice quietly said in the background. Poor apes, I repeated what the voice had said. The mushroom speaks. It dawns on me. After a while I spoke in amazement, because it was so unusually peaceful. I was already afraid of what could happen on this trip. So many people warned me. They told me so many eerie things. The things the apes talk about, the gentle voice spoke as if from nowhere. They lure all the apes into the city. There they become sick and angry. It's sickening to live without sky and nature, I thought to myself as I looked out over the sea from the tree at the distant islands of Tasmania. When this journey is over, I will have to return to those concrete cages. I will have to work in front of screens for the rest of my life if I want to change anything in this world of apes. We belong in the forest, but we lock ourselves up, apes that even build flying cages to fly to the moon. We are at war with our own nature, from which there is no escape. The space apes have gone mad, says an inaudible voice from nowhere, and I have to laugh. If you want to act, you must learn to see. The invisible voice fades into the distance. I look at the sun. The energy of the magnificent fireball floods through me. Tears of joy literally shoot from my eyes. I feel thousands and thousands of light threads filling me with life and vibrating through me. Like a plant, I am drawn upwards by the radiance of the sun, and before I know it, I am standing hands-free on the fork of my tree. I feel secure, albeit without any support in the here and now of the timeless space. For the first time in my life, I feel no shame for being just a human ape. Like everyone else, I'm always too busy to notice what is actually happening here. In this moment of clarity, I view my confusion without sadness, frustration, or anger, only from the perspective of eternity. I am filled with love, tenderness, and trust in a dimension of wonder and amazement beyond all words. A cool, moist sea breeze blows across my face. The infinite expanses of the sky sparkle in a fireworks display of dazzling colors. The invisible entity has disappeared. It leaves behind a world bathed in light. The sunlit sky is filled with billions of living, dancing diamonds, as if the starry sky has come to Earth.